Hello again, and welcome to the final video of this series demonstrating and testing Apocalyptica. In this video, we will be focusing on how waves are generated and the process in which zombies are spawned. We will also discuss how each zombie behaves and how boss waves occur. In this first test, we will explore wave generation and how zombies are spawned. And then in the next test, we will look into how zombies behave once they're spawned and how bosses are created. Okay, and for the first test, we will be looking into how the wave manager initializes and creates zombies. So, if I create a new instance of the game, I create the soldier. I'm using the soldier in this case because I have forgotten to test something on my previous video, which was my testing for collision with my bullets. And I will be doing that in this video to make up for that. I'm sorry for the disorganization for that. So, if I create a new instance, the wave manager calls the initialize function, which creates a waves list, which is a list of a list of lists which contain zombies. Now, this is a very important list, and it will contain every single list of zombies that will be used to spawn. And basically, it's used as a rule book for each of these zombies to basically store in which zombies need to be spawned in next, and in which wave they are in. So this is a very simple algorithm. What I do is I first create a new wave. I then go through each, and I go through this for loop 10 times and create 10 individual walkers. This, I can then show you that there have been 10 individual walkers created, and then this wave is then added to waves at the end. So that at position 1, well, at position 0, as it is a list, at position 0 is wave 1. The same can be said for these next waves, and when we get to wave 3, we can see that there is an embedded for loop that for every 2 captains that are created, there are 3 individual screamers created. Perfect. Now finally, this wave 5 is a special wave. It is a boss wave. In this boss wave, there is only one zombie, and it is a boss zombie. So in this case, I instantiate a normal walker zombie. It will behave exactly the same as every other zombie every other walker that I've created before. However, I can change the properties of these, and I've changed the health property to be 200, which goes from its 50 HP originally. The zombie here, sorry. The zombie's maximum velocity and maximum force are changed to 0.5, which means that they go slower, although having more health. This is then added to the wave, and then added to waves in total, and then basically collating all of these zombies into one big list of lists, which can then be used and loaded at any time to create each individual wave. The state is then changed to new wave, which is then used to communicate to the communicate in the update menu. When we go to update, the wave state, which is in this case new wave, is used in a case statement to go through and act accordingly. In this case, we're on new wave, so we go to begin wave, and of course, it checks if the next wave is a wave, or if we don't actually have that wave, and then it will take the position of the wave and then take that value from it. It'll then take that wave from it and then add it to zombies left. Zombies left basically stores all the zombies that need to be spawned and will then be removed when they're spawned by adding them to spawned. So zombies are spawned through the function spawn, and spawn here adds all of the zombies to zombies to add, which then adds them to zombies to spawn in the update menu, which if I then go to again, in this case we'll now read wave in progress. Perfect. I can now show you that in zombies to add we have 3 zombies here, as we said before, and they're each individually added to the zombie spawned, entity manager, and the collision manager. Any zombies that have 0 health are then deleted. Oh, of course, because it didn't reach it because none of the zombies. So, excuse me for that. Any zombies that have no health are then removed from the list, but of course there are no zombies in this list that have 0 health because I haven't damaged them yet. and then these they're added to the zombies to remove list, and this list then removes them if there are any in there. These lists are then cleared, and then this is where mobs are spawned. However, as I have not killed any zombies at the moment, I'm afraid I cannot show you. But if I go back to the game, I can now show you the different stages. So, if I now kill these zombies, I'm just going to hold down G here. Oh, have I got... Oh, no, I was just doing damage. I forgot whether or not I reloaded or not. Perfect. Oh, no. So, as you can see, the amount of zombies is 0, and because there are still zombies left in the count, there are still zombies left, a random number is selected from 1 to 3, and this spawns a mob. The mob is, of course, a zombie grouped as 1 to 3 zombies. In this case, the random number generates the value of 2. So the mob of size 2 is then created. It then takes the zombies from zombies left and then adds them to the list. This basically means that a mob of zombies is then spawned, and if I show you the result of that, 2 more zombies have been added to the game. And of course you can see that I'm killing them through the collision with the soldier's bullet, and therefore shows that the bullet can therefore collide with zombies and does damage and can kill them. My final thing that I would like to show you is a quick before I die. There we go, cool. Okay, so now if I kill these zombies, I believe these are the final 2 zombies in the wave. Perfect, they are. The rest period state is triggered. This rest period will hold a 10-second break in between the individual waves, resulting in each of these zombies, each of these waves having a brief moment of rest in between, allowing the player to recuperate. Now this will not trigger until the total game time minus the time of start, which is the basically this is the total time the game has been running. It takes a point at which the game has been running and then minus that from the total time that it is still running, producing a value which, if it is equal to 10 or greater, it will trigger the next wave to be called. Which, if I now press this, it'll give us a brief amount of time to rest, and then any second, there we go, it'll then trigger the next state. And that is how the wave generator and the wave manager works. It will initialize and create zombies, and we have also shown how the state machine works. Perfect. I'm going to remove all of these breakpoints so that I can now show you the individual zombie steering behaviors. Oh yeah, we also showed how a boss wave works. So now, if I open the zombie class, my first aim for this is to use the walker, as the walker is the most common zombie. As you can see, there is an override here, and if I place this here, I want to show you how the individual zombies move. In fact, I don't even need to show you the code because the game will speak for itself in this case. Boom. Okay. So right now we have 2 types of zombie here. I'm going to kill these 2 here. Oh no, that's the walker. Let's kill these 2 and then I can show you the walker hopefully. Come on, please. I'll get this out. Okay, cool. Now we just have a plain old walker. This walker uses the seek steering algorithm, and if I move, it should apply a steering algorithm that will allow it to move perfectly in the direction towards me. And when it reaches me, it should do the arrive, which means that it will slow down as it gets closer to me. So if I go furthest away, as you can see, it's going at its maximum speed, and as it starts to get closer, it slows down and will stop. It will stop on top of me, but I will actually no, this collision will work, so therefore if it slows down and stops. Perfect. And now if I kill it, boom. So these zombies work in the way of using the pursuit. So if I move this direction, it'll use a prediction multiplier to basically predict where my character is going to go. I need to reload. And then it'll apply that vector to be the desired vector, which will allow the zombie to basically predict where my character is going to go, which is really cool. and when I first started using it, I put a too high a multiplier on it, so at one point it would result in the character going across the screen, whereas the zombie would predict that they were going off the screen. Perfect. So now we have the, not perfect in that case, but you know what I mean. So we have the other two types of zombies here. Oh, you just saw the screamer do collision. Sorry about that. So these screamers will idle, is the seeking method I've called it. The seeking algorithm here is the method of, I'm going to kill one of these actually, just because I want to, there we go, perfect. Okay, so the seeking, the steering behavior, of the screamer here, which is the left one, is basically a sort of swarming technique. It will seek, it will idle until a swarm bomb is detected, which is one of these red little line things, and will then go directly towards that position. Now, the captain, on the other hand, I'm going to kill this screamer here, if it will die, please. Thank you. I'm going to now move the character away. As you can see, this zombie uses the flee, which is a steering algorithm which allows it to directly flee against away from my character. There is also a limit, so therefore you can see that right now the character is limited to a certain position and cannot leave the bounds of the game. So I now kill them. You have now seen all zombies fully working. And for those sharp-eyed, you will see that the zombies being generated inside of the initialized phase are the exact same zombies that are being generated in the corresponding waves. And you have therefore seen the steering behaviors and how each zombie will behave. I'm now going to skip forward until the boss wave, which is wave 5, and I will see you there. Okay, many bullets later, I have reached the final wave, and we're just in the resting period now. So, the final wave will generate, and the big boss zombie will appear. As you can see, the zombie is moving a lot slower than the other zombies were, and basically has a lot more health. If I start shooting this zombie, you'll see very quickly that this zombie has if I can actually hit it, this zombie has a lot more health than the previous zombies, and can in fact take quite a good bit. After I kill this zombie, you're also going to see how the play again menu works, because I was using this for a brief. After I've killed this zombie, you will also see the celebration screen. And yes, so this zombie uses the same steering behavior and works in the exact same way that a normal walker would. So if I now take damage from him, if it wants to damage me. The collisions aren't working because of the video software. Sorry, excuse me again. I've been trying to find a way to fix this, but I couldn't figure out a way which wouldn't result in me, having to lower my strength, which would lower the power drawing to my project. But now you can see that the game has ended, and yes. So I'm going to quickly check that I have checked my final notes here. And perfect. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this this series. I'm really proud of where Apocalyptica has come. I'm very proud of Apocalyptica, and I feel that my programming ability has come a long way through this program, through this project. And I want to say thank you to all of those who have helped me and supported me along the way. This project can be seen on GitHub, and we'll also have the documentation linked in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, you might see some more videos on this channel of code, maybe one day, maybe. Thank you very much.